What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Hippo Supercoach, and today we have our round 7 review. Not a bad score, 2,318. I think that's kind of par. Scored the or ranked the 3,156, which I'm pretty happy with. Top 2%. So we're building slowly and surely. We'll get into the team real quick. Probably going to use another boost again. I would think so. Nick DAICOS 72, happy I didn't have him captain. I did expect him to get a bit of attention this week, so I'm glad I steered clear from that. But anyone that has him, don't panic. Like, he's not going to cop that much attention every week, you wouldn't think. Tom Stewart 123, really, really good. Just a standard game from Stewart, and he's averaging really nice. I mean, if you look at his numbers, besides his injury game, so he had the 18, obviously, when he got injured, and then 167, 92, 135, 111, 123. He's just so good, Tom Stewart. So yeah, if you don't have him, probably want to get in sooner rather than later, I think. Jack Sinclair, I'm pretty happy with the 109 from him. He should have had a bit more, but he faded out late, is what it is. Connor McKenna 70, it's not too bad. His break even sitting at a 48. So we'll probably hold him one more. Liam Jones 54, he will go. So his break even 68. So he's made enough money now. Time to move him on. 300k. Pretty happy we got to that, to be honest. Seamus Mitchell 41 obviously got subbed out. It's friggin' annoying, but is what it is. Lockie Cowan 204. Okay, he's probably a dead rookie. He didn't play, obviously. Constable didn't play. So moving on to the midfield, Bont 122 with a 127 average. So pretty comfortably M1, I think. Yeah, very safe captain vice captain option. Had the Nash tag and still scored really well with it. So happy with him, and he's going to be very hard to get in if you don't have him. It's going to be over 700 this week, so good luck. Lockie Neal, happy with his score as well, 124. Really bounced back from that 70 last week, so happy with that. Sam Walsh, 117. I'll take it. I'm not wrapped with it, but well, as a captain score, but still played well nonetheless, and didn't like his CBA count. He was playing a lot off half forward, and they're pushing up to the stoppages, so I thought it'd be a bit more starting the midfield, but didn't work out the same way as it did last week, but it is what it is. Still a 117, you can't complain with that. Stephen Kinnear 108, so he was good as well. I think, yeah, guaranteed top 6 forward, pretty safe pick. Errol Goulden 119, bounced back really well. I was worried. I thought he would honestly flop, and I thought I would have to. I was thinking about trading him instead of Setterfield, so hindsight, obviously lucky as hell that I went with Setterfield and Harold Goulden. But yeah, Hopper 71, pretty poor game. What's his break even looking like? 90. Is he one to move on? Probably not for me. I think he's still got probably not heaps of money to make, but I think he's got good scores to pump out. So I won't be trading Hopper, but I could see if people were keen. I think people will get rid of him. I mean, he's not a keeper at the end of the day, but yeah, I won't be trading. Ashcroft 103, really, really impressive score. His break even is going to be nicely reset, so 32. A bit more money to make for him, I would think. So I reckon he can get to 400, maybe 420. Wilmot 63 probably has to go. Break even is sitting at 48, so it's not ideal. Oscar Baker 69. What's his break even? 28. So he might make a little bit more money, probably only like 20, 30k more. Matthew Johnson's going to get 2 weeks, I believe. So I think they offered him 2 weeks, and still got to wait and see if they challenge. I don't think they can really challenge that, to be honest. Like, it was stupid tackle. English, so I had him VC, which was annoying, but still take a 90. It's not ideal for someone 670,000, but yeah, still a good score. Then we'll move down to Ron Marshall, 159. If you vice captained him, really, really good stuff. Like, obviously, he had the good record against Port and playing at Marvel, but I still wasn't keen on doing it, obviously, because I didn't do it. Radigalia 43, so his break even is now in the 60s, so it probably has to be a trade, I think. Tim Taranto 140, man, he's going huge lately. Like, he's got to be a captain vice captain option just about. So really happy with that. Didn't catch much of that game at all, but yeah, really happy with his score. Josh Dunkley 109, standard Dunkley score, seems to just turn up every week pretty consistently. Connor Rosie 96, happy with this because I think he had a bad game from memory, but ended up scoring okay. Jack Zabel 100, she's all good. Both these guys in big beatdown losses like that, happy they turned up. And Chandler 104, unbelievable. So let's get into some trades now. Now, I think the obvious one I'm going to do is Jones out to Cincotta. So Cincotter's absolute must-have. If you don't have him, don't overcomplicate things. You have to get him. break even to 97. What's his projected price increase this week? Projected price increase is 62k if he scores 42. So probably going to go up like 80k, I think. Absolute must-have this week, provided he stays in the team, which he should. Okay, so that trade's done. That's pretty much, that gives you 330k. And I think I will use a boost just because I want to get rid of Rat. And I probably want to get rid of Fergus Green, maybe? Let's see what we can do. So if we can sub, do we want to sub? So we need to bring in, I think we need to bring in Bryn Teakle. We could sub Seamus Mitchell down to the bench, and then we could bring in a defender, or we could swing Wilmot up like this, and bring in someone like a Clayton Oliver. So now the question comes down to, do I want to grab an Uber like Clary, or do I want to grab someone like Sicily, who's value? For me, I think it's got to be Clary. He's still got a few good games left in him in this easy run. Break even of 140. It's probably not going to drop too much more than 650k, I wouldn't have thought. Gold Coast, Hawthorn, Port. Might get Will Drew. But yeah, I think some big games, the next two are going to be pretty big. But yeah, part of me kind of wants to go the value route. So 738k. Obviously, we get someone like Jordan Dawson. What's his break even looking like? 152, so it's quite high. Thing is, do I want to grab, do I want to grab an Uber, or do I want to pick someone I think has a bit of value behind them? Sicily's the obvious one, I think. The obvious one that could be a top 6, and he's sitting at 6 at the moment, 128. Assad 96, so he got subbed out. Unbelievable, man. Feel sorry for anyone that held him. And then Luke Ryan is another one that's just going huge every game. And I think I think I want to bring him in. Break even at 80. It's either him or Sicily. Who does he play? He plays Hawthorn this week. And the way they play, it's really Supercoach friendly. Like, they chip it around a lot. James Sicily, 540k. What's his break even looking like? He might have fully bottomed out, to be honest. I think he has to be really low. He played a bit of lockdown, but he still managed to have a good score, which is a really good sign. If it ever loads, let's just bring him in. So how does it make the team look now? So basically we're just doing 3 rookies for Sicily. Sincotter's a pretty good on-field option. I think Teakle even could be a good on-field option if one of these guys flop, or one of these guys that get injured. So that's how the team's looking now. Obviously not set in stone on these trades by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm happy with the way the team's sort of shaping up. 19 trades is the worry, so I'll actually move my camera. So yeah, 19 trades is the main concern, no doubt about it, because it's like, can I finish my team with 19 trades? Probably not. I think I've got decent cash gen, but yeah, it's like Sheasel and Zeeble absolutely have to be keepers for me now. I've really got Hopper to cash in, Ashcroft, Wilmot. So yeah, Hopper and Ashcroft I want to try and hold for as long as possible now. Just because I think they're good on-field options, and I don't want to have to field someone like a Baker or a Matthew Johnson. I don't know if Bryn Teakle's an absolute must-have. I think if you don't have Radaglia, I don't think you have to grab Teakle. It's just a simple downgrade because Radagalia's break-even's so high now. So that's why I'm bringing Teakle in. And break-even of negative 32, so a 60 will give him 40k increase. And as sole ruck, I think he will have some good games, some really big games. The role's really good, obviously, because he's just playing ruck all day. The only thing is he played Marshall this week, and Marshall is obviously a difficult ruckman to score against and just a big body. His run's not great, I don't think. I think he's got a few tough ruckmen. So he's got Draper this week, which probably won't be too easy, and then Goldie and then Gordon Grundy, which I don't like. But if he can hold his spot through those games, maybe pump out some 60s, that'll be okay. And then maybe 11 and 12, well, Ned Reeves played really well. But yeah, I don't know. I think Teakle's one to wait and see. If Lysett doesn't get named, I think I have to pick him personally. Otherwise, it's got to be Sam Simpson. Simpson's one I'm not really hot on. I don't like his job security. But it's early days, so we don't really know. We need a lot more information than what we have now with both of those guys, because we don't, like I said, we don't really know. One to check on is Rory Laird. What's his price sitting at? 633. So break in 136. I think you want to just, if you don't have him, I think you just want to see the calf sort of cleared, I guess. I don't think it affected him at all, but it's just more like you're bringing in someone with 630k. Do you want him to be in some doubt with that calf? Absolutely not. I think you just have to pick someone like Oliver, or even go up to a Dawson, just because you know they're not injured, or you assume they're not injured. You never know, I guess. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with bringing in Sicily this week. I don't feel too uncomfortable. Sicily and Sinclair over the last 2 weeks, two really value top 6 potential defenders. If you told me at the start of the year, or if you told anyone at the start of the year, you could get Sicily and Sinclair for under 550, I think you'd be laughing. So yeah, for me, it's a bit of a no-brainer pick. I'd love to get a Clary, but I don't really want to pay up. Like, I've missed so many big scores already. Yeah, I could be missing more, but I just think, yeah, I've gone this long against the grain. Why not a bit longer? In terms of captains, vice captains, early on, just looking at this, I'm probably thinking of like an English into, or is it Bont? I think Perryman probably goes to Bont. I think it'll be a relatively hard tag as well. Nick DAICOS against Sydney. Ryan Clark's almost guaranteed to go to him, which is really annoying. Tom Stewart against Adelaide could be decent. Lockie Neal, I think he'll get some attention from Hewitt. Hewitt and Kerno will put some time into him. Sinclair against North is also tempting. So yeah, it's a tricky one this week for captain, vice captain. Really not too sure what I'll do. Maybe go like a Taranto into an English, because Taranto's been in really good form, and Taranto plays West Coast this week at the G. So that's probably what I'll do, to be honest. I think that's a really good option. Taranto's 600k, holy shit. Anyway, let me know in the comments how you guys went this week. We're very keen to figure that out, or to know, I should say. I think it was a relatively tough week, just because of obviously a couple of bad rookie scores. But I think 23 is a good score. Top 7%, yeah. Average score 22, there you go. So yeah, interesting week. Hope everyone did okay, and let me know what trades you're planning on making this week, because it's a big week, another big week. Every week from around like 5 to 12 is huge in terms of trading. So I don't think it's a bad thing to use a boost. This will be my last boost, but I'm trying to set up my team. You know, I'm not playing to be passive. I'm not trying to be, you know, playing. I am playing the long game, but at the same time, I want to rush to full promo and then chill from there. So that's my strategy, and it's always been my strategy. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next one.